Okay, Eagle Eye, I am back definitely with the continuance of your radio interview questions for me. And I stopped at answering about the industry contacts and my experience. Well, I had some issues where I was in a recording studio recording, and a producer comes up to me uh, while he's on the tables mixing. He's like, "Don't sing it like that. Don't sing it like this. Take that out. Don't make that run. Do this one." He couldn't hold a note. He didn't understand the genre I was singing. He messed up my track purposely. The musician that I came in with from Memphis, Tennessee, he totally recreated the music afterwards. Lied to him and said he was going to be on the album. He changed the notes. I think they had someone lip singing my song overseas and selling my album and making it seem like I was a no-show. So I think it was a fake contract. Money was taken from me, broken promises. But I do have a product out there, and that product is simply Chantel, and that was the bad experience. Uh, so I think a lot of issues out there where the producers are and the A&Rs and are trying to be bigger than us artists, and we're the ones doing all the hard work, but they're reaping the bigger benefits and more uh, exposure than we are. It's really sick. Uh, but I guess they have their reasons because they work just as hard. But it's all about the artist, and it needs to put respect back where it's due in the industry. I think the new direction that they're going is pretty cool. Online distribution, digital downloads, sales quicker, uh, quick stores, uh, access to get to, uh, debit cards you can do it right away, radio giving away download cards. I think it's wonderful, Eagle Eye. But the industry definitely has a lot of issues. But I hope that the avenue I'm going in, I don't experience any more rise on the hill train. So, yeah. Um, I do have knowledge from my attorney, who is a celebrity attorney. Work with people for alongside. He's represented. I'm sorry, Usher, Mariah Carey, Patti LaBelle, Celine Dion, you name it. Beyonce. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy, and he's very direct in the information he gives to us who calls him. And he didn't charge me a thing, and was glad for me to come aboard uh, to hire him, and he was very ecstatic to be a part of my life and my career up and coming. So he can hardly wait. Um, I'm ecstatic because it's my second time around, but I think it's the real deal, and I definitely want to say keep prayers for me, Eagle Eye, you and the listeners, people on social networks, other radios, overseas, Africa. They're still reaching out, so we're trying to make ends meet where we can get over there. Haiti stepped in the way. A lot of artists stopped what they were doing. Um, to be a part of that tribute, and I wish I could have been a part of that. And I'm working on a track, not music but lyrics. I'm working on writing a song to Haiti. Uh, oh, and I also read books and do information online. You have to be very careful what sites you go on because they're not all uh, accurate information because the industry changes so much. So definitely be careful with that. Um, I would have to say I would love to share it. Whatever I know, I would be glad to share it because I would want someone to share the information with me. So keep watching the world, and I'll come back to you with the information, uh, letting you know what it is that I've learned, I've read about, workshops I've attended. It's a lot to share. It's so much out there. But I want to start by saying, what do you? I think it's a question you asked about strengthening between me and them. Uh, it gives me strength to keep on going. The knowledge is the strength. You have to have thick skin, as Smokey Robinson was saying in one of his interviews, in a recent interview on stage. He was talking to a lot of uh, artists and people out there who were thinking about getting into the industry. And he told us a story about the coyote, and it was very interesting how he told it. But he was just saying, you didn't start the industry, and you definitely ain't gonna finish it. Don't think you're the best. You're far from the best. So be you, be the best you that you can possibly be, and remember where it is that you come from, and that you can always be replaced. So I keep that in the back of my mind, of course. Uh, I would have to say skillful. What does it take to be in the industry? I would have to say, as for me, uh, uh, your songwriting is my skill. Any artist's skill, because you always want to have that special hit song that everybody's bobbing to. The trends, uh, good personality. Uh, no matter what you go through, in spite of who you are, what you do, always bounce back and say, you know what, it could have been worse for me. Go back to the people. Do whatever it is you have to do uh, to make them uh, understand you as a person, as an artist. Um, always have a good mentor. Uh, God being one, maybe your family, a close friend, a guardian, uh, that old man that looked after you down the street uh, while you were growing up in an orphan home. Uh, just remember where you come from. Songwriting, um, being creative. I would have to say finding that niche, and that takes time. Uh, yes, some people are born with it. Some have to create it. Either way it goes, if you find who you are in your niche, it doesn't matter. You will be made. Go get development. Go get management, attorney, legal knowledge, and again prayer, and run with that. And a lot of rehearsing, uh, great cover songs, vocal training, uh, and just whatever fits you uh, and your niche. So it could be music, movies, uh, whatever it might be. Uh, find that skill, be creative, and I would say songwriting would definitely have to be that.